So Mortal Kombat released today on HBO Max and in theaters, and I saw it on HBO Max. But I was very much anticipating this film, even though it wasn't inside of my top 10. Hey everyone, SW Nation here, and welcome back to a brand new review here on the channel. Today I would like to stop and take the time to review Mortal Kombat 2021. Please note that everything that I will say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you are free to comment down below what did you think of Mortal Kombat 2021. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter that's going to pop up on your screen right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's just move right into our review.
Get over here!
Although it wasn't in my top 10, I was very much anticipating this film. With that being said, let's move right into the good. And the good thing that comes to mind here is that the prophecy of this whole mythology is fleshed out in a great way. The story here is actually not that bad, especially for a first-time writer. The prologue scene, the 7-minute scene that we saw before this, is actually pretty good and sets the tone for the entire film going forward, as well as this whole prophecy message. The action is visceral and violent, with lots of gore from the video game that those fans will love. One of the things that made this film very enjoyable for me was the fact that it felt like Mortal Kombat. The world building and the mythology here is just so intriguing and works to get anyone invested and engaged inside of the story. The CGI and also the cinematography shots inside of this film are actually really great. I thought all of it looked really good. And again, especially for a first-time director. But with that being said, let's move right into the mix. And the mixing that comes to mind here is that the blood really didn't feel real inside of this film. Like, obviously, going into a Mortal Kombat film, you want to see lots of blood. Like, that's your main draw to it. You want to see the fatalities and stuff like that. But it didn't feel like that blood should have been splattered the way it did. I know they were trying to go for the more video game look. And yeah, some of that is kind of a positive, but also some of that is kind of a negative because, like the blood, the rest of the film feels very cartoonish and video game-like. But that's my only mix. Let's move right into the bad. And the bad thing that comes to mind here is that the acting from select people and from select characters inside of this film is not really the best. Now, I put more of that on the inexperienced director because I'm pretty sure these are all great actors. I mean, mainly the main character is not that good inside of this film. Cole and Sonya and also others. But like I said, I'm sure they could have been better if they had a more experienced director. But some of their talents were pretty much wasted, except for Jax. I really did like Jax, especially because the guy that plays him played inside of Supergirl, and I really loved him in that. And also Scorpion, I thought Scorpion was pretty great, especially in that prologue scene. And also Liu Kang. I don't know a lot about Liu Kang, but I found him to be pretty fun. And also Cabal got into the mix. I was really anticipating Cabal. So I thought a lot of the other characters, they worked for the film that they were going for, but just a lot of the actors didn't really do the best, mainly because this is a first-time director. I also found there to be a little bit too many F-bombs. I mean, this film obviously was not going to be PG-13, but at the same time, you could have cut away most of the F-bombs. That goes back to the inexperienced writer because maybe he just thought that, oh, this is Mortal Kombat, let's just add F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb. And it felt like almost in every scene, also in one of the characters' dialogue, it felt like almost every single line of dialogue for him had to include an F-bomb. And I really didn't like that aspect. In conclusion, Mortal Kombat will easily please biased fans of this respective property, but it's definitely not winning any awards anytime soon. I feel like it's going to be okay and fine to a lot of people, but it's not going to be great or good or just outright awesome or like enjoyable as Godzilla vs. Kong was. But to me, I thought Mortal Kombat was actually a pretty okay movie. This R-rated action-packed adventure has all of the Mortal Kombat fatalities that you want from a film like this. You have the fatalities, you have the blood, you have the action, you have the combat, you have the prophecy, you have the mythology. All of it is inside of this film, and I found that to be pretty enjoyable in my opinion. I'm going to give this film a B- and a 7 out of 10. And I will say to most people, just skip it and wait for it to get on Redbox or wait for it to get on physical media. You do not have to watch this on HBO Max. But if you are a big fan of Mortal Kombat, which I know a lot of people are, you definitely want to see this film because it is going to please a lot of you fans out there. I am not a fan of Mortal Kombat, but I gotta say, I enjoy it myself. Alright guys, that was it for the review. Please know that everything that I did say in this video is just my very own opinion, and you're free to comment down below. What did you think of Mortal Kombat? Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please don't forget to check out that Twitter. That's going to pop up on your screen right now, and I will see you all next time. Peace.